Hey everybody, Rose Griffin here from ABA Speech. If you're new here, I'm a speech language pathologist and a board certified behavior analyst and the creator of www.abaspeech.org. Today, I wanted to talk to you about some of my favorite strategies for working on literacy-based interventions. Some tools and resources that I enjoy, and also some ways to capture data. So I think that's so hard sometimes for us to make sure that what we're working on is functional for our students, and then we also have a way to have a log or a running system of how we're collecting data on exactly what we're working on. And so today I wanted to share two different resources with you, things that I really enjoy. And so the first resource that I wanted to share with you is an author called Todd Parr. If you're not familiar with the Todd Parr books, you should be. He has amazing books and I love them. I've been a practicing speech language pathologist for 15 years now, and I've been using his books for as long as I can remember. I do specialize in working with students with autism and other complex communication needs, and what I love about his books is how very vibrant they are. He has a lot of different books about a lot of different subjects, and what's so great about how vibrant the books are is that they have a very positive message. And so if you're using these with students who are more impaired and they're non-readers, Todd's books are really cool because they have such cool pictures and they're really fun to look at. So even if your student is not going to be reading these pages, they're going to enjoy looking at the different text and the different color patterns that he puts together. But if your student is a reader, they're really nice because some of the books have really simplistic text. And so it might be a nice activity to engage in shared reciprocal reading with students. And so one of the things I like to do with students, and especially with Todd's books, is I like to work on, if I have a student who's working on labeling, I may go through the book, read a page, and then have the student label different items that are in the book. And the way that I like to capture data when I'm working on a literacy-based activity is by using a literacy log. And so for some students, we may be working on labeling nouns, labeling actions, putting some phrases together, and maybe putting sentences together throughout the book about what's happening. And so it depends on your individual learner's goals, but I think that type of literacy log, which I'm going to put a link to how to access that log that I've developed, is a really nice way. You could work on it as a speech language pathologist or board certified behavior analyst, and then you could share that log with parents so they can generalize it to the home environment. Or if your students are working with one-on-one paraprofessionals, it's also a really great way to work on gathering data about what you're working on when you go over books. The other app that I wanted to talk about, the next thing I wanted to talk about, is actually an iPad app. And I will put all this information in the link below. This app is called HMH Reader. I love this app because it has different leveled books. And the different level books, some of them are cartoon-like drawings, some of them are real-life photos and real-life activities like making a snack and playing sports. And so if you're working with younger students, there's things that will appeal for younger students. And if you're working with older students who may still be working on a simplistic type of textual level, there's nice age-respectful, age-appropriate, functional activities and books about things that we do in our everyday life, like going to sporting events and making a snack and all those things that make life enjoyable. So I wanted to talk about that app. The app, again, is free. It's called HMH Reader. And if you have the App Store, you just go and you download it. It'll go right on your iPad. Another way that that's nice, this iPad app, that it's free, which is always great, and also that if you're a speech therapist or a BCBA, you're working on that in a clinic or a school-based setting, you can also let other providers know if more people on the team are working on literacy. You could say, hey, we're working on this book and it's from this app. And it's something that's nice that could be shared among team providers, because that's what's so important for our students, is that we have a collaborative and systematic focus. So today I wanted to talk to you about some ways that I love to work on literacy. I love books by Todd Parr, super engaging, always a positive message. Thanks for that, Todd. And I also love the free app called HMH Reader. So I will put links below to the things that I talked about. Make sure that you download my literacy log. It's a way that I like to gather data on exactly what specific examples I'm working on with students when they're working on labeling and literacy. So thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you visit me at www.abaspeech.org. Bye.